how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. Today is finally time for a project polish update. I know you've been patiently waiting for this one. This is going to be the progress I've been making through May and basically halfway into June at this point. Oh my goodness. So I've got a lot of progress. I've got some stuff to update. So last month I had a goal of finishing off one polish. I had some usage goals I wanted to meet. This is what my color wheel is looking like. So I had these three shades here plus this one here. So kind of hard to show that. Basically, that was the color story I was working on for this month. You can see which color's on my nails right now. We've got lots to talk about, so let's dive in. We're going to start off with that oldest polish here. So this has been in since the beginning of the year. It is on my nails today. This is the C&D Vinylux Long Wear Nail Polish in the shade Cake Pop. This is a nude color, and I had a goal to use this at least 10 times. Now, all of those were manicures. I don't enjoy this one on my toes as much. Now, I have smashed the goal. Today is the 13th use, bringing me to 40 in the project, which is really, really good. So I am getting so close. It is hopefully settled enough. I did just paint my nails recently, but I tried not to disturb it as much as I could. But as you can see, I have been making very steady progress. And I think part of the issue too is having it settle properly. So I think the progress from this line here to this line here is 1, 13 uses, but 2, I think just a little bit of settling. So I am sure I only have a couple more uses left in this polish. It is thicker. It is a little bit more difficult to maneuver. I don't mess around with nail polish thinners just because I don't have the patience for it, but I am excited. This one is getting so close to being done. But it is not done yet, so it is going to stay on that wheel. All right, that brings me to this blue here. So this blue is a Franken blue from a couple different polishes I had kind of mixed together in this bottle here. Now, I've lost my markings, but it was really close to the bottom. I only got an additional 2 uses on this color, bringing me to 13 uses on the bottle, being Frankened, and this is also done. Not my favorite color, unfortunately, but hey, I got some use out of it and some other polishes, and I just didn't feel like frankening and making more. But that was my goal, and it's met. Always so exciting to add another X to the wheel, and it's really got to get that Cake Pop done. All right, next. So this has been in for 2 months now. This is a really good color in the sense of it's base and color at the same time. I sometimes forget that. I have used it also as pedicures, but unfortunately, I think I'm just not in love with it. So I think I'm done using it as a pedicure color. So this is from Revlon. This is their Color Stay Gel Envy. This is in the shade 420 Winning Streak. So since my last update, I've reached for it 13 times, bringing me to 20 uses in the project. So that brings me to this point right here. So I'm about halfway on the bottle now, which is really, really exciting. I started the bottle here. I had some use on it before I rolled it into the project. I'm pretty thrilled with this. It is a 2-coater. I've done a lot of toppers with it as well, so you'll see some of the things I've been doing. However, I have also done a fair number of repeat manicures, so using the same topper, so not worth taking multiple pictures of the same look. But I am very pleased with this. This is the most spring color out of everything, and we are definitely moving into summer. So I do want to prioritize this bottle a decent amount. I think it would still take me another 2 months because I just really, I think I pushed, as you might be able to tell by my nail wheel, I kind of pushed winter colors late. So I only started my spring stuff 2 months ago. And so I think it's just going to be delaying it a little bit. But I do want to start getting some summer colors in. You'll see that very soon. But Winning Streak is staying in. Which brings me to the last polish I've been working on, which is this one right here. You may be able to see, in comparison, the sheerness of this particular color. 2 coats for sure. I do try to build up to a 3rd, just kind of depending on how I'm not sure if this is a jelly polish, but how much of a jelly effect I want to have versus opaqueness. This is a Marshall's Fine. So this is Be Kind nail polish. It's in the shade Brittany. This was a brand new bottle. The swatch picture was the very first manicure I had with this polish. And because it is it requires so many coats, I only use it as a manicure. I have used it 6 times though, and with just 6 uses, Look at the dent. Oh my goodness. I am so pleased with that. So amazing progress to start. I will fly through this bottle, even though it is a 15 milliliter, just because I have to use like those 3 coats to really build it up to be more of this color. Unfortunately, that kind of blue shift in there, I don't get that as much on the nails, but it is a really pretty manicure and I am enjoying it. Just I have put more priority on other polishes. Which means I have 3 polishes currently in rotation. I have the nude, I have the lavender, lilac, purple, and then I've got a bit of like this sparkly, slightly, it's a different formula, but I've got that pink. But I'm going to be bringing in 2 new polishes. I know I only finished 1, but these, just so you know, both of these polishes do require the peel off base coat, which I'm more likely to use in the summer. I've got more time. I'm coming up on my holiday break because I work 199 days over generally like in end of August into June, end of June. So very excited to bring these in. These are definitely summer picks in terms of their color schemes as well. So are we ready? I know I only finished 1, but because the peel off base coat, which I don't want to use all the time, and the summer appropriateness, I want to get the ball rolling on these sooner compared to later. So are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so we're going to start off with the first polish joining our wheel is this one right here. And both of these you will recognize from my Plan to Pan nail polish for this year. And the big theme I'm going for is variety. So I'm trying to really maximize my brands. So this one, it is a little bit deeper, but still very summer. So over May, like there definitely were some rainy days going on. And I was just kind of craving a little bit of a deeper color. And this is the first China Glaze nail polish I have worn or attempted. So I do have the swatch picture so you can see what it looks like. And I do really like this. I got a compliment on my manicure at work the one day I wore it to, again, get that swatch picture. I'm so excited because it should do both. Bright, hot, summery days, plus 30, kind of overcast, chill, windy. It should cover the spectrum of it. And if it lasts into fall, that's okay because it is a, what is that? 11? No, it's hard to read the black text on the dark polish here. It's 14 milliliters. But this is from China Glaze. This is their, what is this? Nail lacquer with hardeners in the shade Give Me the Green Light. So there are tons of different sparkles in here, but this is more of like a bluey teal with the green. I mean, maybe the green light is the sparkle and that's what they're referring to. But anyway, I am so excited to play with this, especially with how the weather has been lately. So I'm going to be rolling that in. All right, the other one, and you can even see, you can see a little bit of like the texture, like this is a little bit more textured of a polish, but not as much as the next one. So the final polish I'm going to roll in is finally this one here, which is super textured. So you will recognize this because technically it's been in my Beauty A to Z project since January, but hasn't gone used until I got my swatch picture. And I have already told you in a previous video that I will be double dipping with that polish, because if it's not on this nail wheel, I'm not going to reach for it. And that is another Sally Hansen, but this time coming from the Extreme Wear nail line. I've used up a lot of products from this line, and I do really like them. They're quick to work through. This one is in 569 Rockstar Pink. As you can see, there's definitely use on it. And when I marked it in my Beauty A to Z project, I was at this line here. I have used it once for the nail swatch picture, and it moves fast. So generally I do like a colored, okay. So here's the sandwich I do. I start off with the peel off base coat, and then I'll put like a coat of color on top of it, just because this is just like pure glitter. And then I will do kind of 2 coats to build this up on the nails. I think the swatch manicure, I think this swatch here is like 2 or 3. And it looks a little streaky, not the best. But yeah, with 2 coats on that swatch picture, that brought me down to here. So you can see just how fast I can move through this particular polish. My goal with this polish is to use it once a week because one, it's going to fly quickly and it's a little bit more tricky to work with in terms of the peel off base coat. And again, both of these polishes will require that. So that's something to keep in mind. But in terms of my wheel, this is what we're looking like now. I'm very excited to start getting into the summery colors. In terms of goals for next month, I'm going to go back over here to Cake Pop. As you can see with Cake Pop, I'm getting so close. And I'm not sure how many uses I'm actually going to get in there before I give up and mix your balls and all of that. So ideally, I would like to get Cake Pop finished. Oh my goodness, that would be great. Then I would like to move over to Winning Streak as kind of a big focus. Because it is more of that spring color, I would like to get at least 10 uses on this color here. And then we'll kind of see, I do want to be able to make a line on everything. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I get these updates a little bit more back on track with their regular scheduled timing. So it might be a little bit less times. We'll see how I do over the next month. Because technically I did have a little extra for this update. But that's where we're going to leave it for today. That is my project polish update. So thank you so much for your patience for this. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below, including what you're planning for your projects. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.